Yo, what's up boys? Welcome back to another tier list video. We haven't done a tier list video in a while. I want to do a tier list of well not every, but a good sum of English supermarkets and shops. Because we all know, right, if you're in England, you're in England. You see all these shops and you're like, there's so many, but what one is the best one? Well, this video, I'll tell you. Alright, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Now, we've got about 10 stores here, but of course we've got to start with Aldi. Now, when I think of Aldi, right, I'm like, pretty alright. Aldi's pretty good, alright. Cheap food, not like, not crazy cheap, obviously, definitely not this time, this day and age. But it's good food for a good price, and I can respect that. So with Aldi's, I'm going to put it in pretty good store. I'd shop at Aldi's, you know. I'd look at Aldi's and I'd go, yeah, if I just want something. They also give you stuff in bulk, which is great. Next, we've got Asda. Now, I'm not a big fan of Asda. Alright, I know. Sue me, outrageous comment from me. The thing about Asda, right, is it's just very... It used to be good, right? It used to be great. You can go in there, buy whatever the hell you wanted to, come out, and it's all good. And it would be a pretty good price. But nowadays, Asda's kind of gone up a bit, all right. And whenever I've been to an Asda, the workers haven't been very polite. Now, I'm not saying that's for all Asdas, but it's definitely tainted. It's definitely tainted my view on Asda. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it on a pretty mid store. Pretty mid. Like, it's not terrible, you know. You can go to Asda. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Now we've got the Co-op. Now, if you live in England, there's probably a Co-op near you. You know, there's probably a Co-op, and it's just like small, and they sell pretty much what you need. They'll sell bread, they'll sell beans. It's great. It's perfect. But a lot of shoplifting. A lot of shoplifting happens in a Co-op. Now, I'm not a big shoplifter fan myself, but because of how sort of what's the word I'm looking for? How just they're there. The Co-op are always there. You know, you want something, you want to go to the shop, pick up a Dr. Pepper, some Maltesers, bag of Doritos, whatever. The Co-op have got you. You don't need to go to some massive superstore like Aldi or Asda. Nope, the Co-op are like, no, don't worry, we've got you. And for that reason, I respect the Co-op. We're gonna put them right next to Aldi. I respect them. Now I've got Iceland. Now Iceland are good. All right. From what I've not really been to a lot of Icelands, but from the ones that I have been to, they've got all what you need food-wise. You can get a real good meal in Iceland, and I think I respect that. You know, I respect that. But the thing is that I feel like you can only really buy in bulk in Iceland. You know, and you might be like, no, you don't have to. But I feel like Iceland, you wouldn't go to Iceland if you want to pick up a Mars bar, you know, and I feel like you would do that at like Aldi's or the Co-op. Maybe more the Co-op. So I'm gonna put Iceland next to Asda, but I'm gonna put it in front of Asda. Alright. Next up, we have a Lidl. Now Lidl's pretty good. Alright. They're alright, you know, they've got good food. I haven't really been to a Lidl. I can't really say much about Lidl. From what I've seen, they're pretty good. We'll put them in the pretty good tip. Now, M&S. I haven't been to an M&S before, so I don't feel like I can rate this one really. But who cares, I guess. We're just going to put it in. We'll put it here as well. I'm sure it's good. I don't go to M&S. My bad. Morrison's. Now, guys, Morrison's are awesome. All right. If again, I don't know if they have Morrison's outside of the UK. They probably do. But if you ever can go to a Morrison's, go to a Morrison's. All right. It's massive. It's great. Food isn't too expensive, really. I mean, you know, it depends where you are, I guess. But the food is good. You get what you're paying for. And also, Morrison's is one of the only shops that still sell the spicy sour cream Pringles. And for that very reason, they're going in the top tier. They're going in epic awesome store because they're awesome. Morrison's is great, right? I love Morrison's. Next we've got Sainsbury's. Now Sainsbury's, pretty good. Now I'm pretty sure I actually got Sainsbury's and Lidl a little bit confused, a little bit muddled up. See, Sainsbury's we're going to put here because the thing about Sainsbury's is that you can go there, it's not too expensive, it's awesome, you get whatever you want, like you get whatever food. Yes, okay, sure, like a lot of it's off brand, but it's still good food, right? Now for that very reason, Lidl can come back here. I'm sure Lidl's from what I know, I'm pretty sure Lidl's a little bit expensive. So actually maybe we'll put Lidl in mid-store because Lidl is quite expensive in my opinion. Now Tesco's, alright? Tesco's. Famous for their meal deals that used to be cheaper than what they are now. I think I'm pretty sure they're like £3 now, £3 Tesco meal deal. That's too much for a meal deal, alright? I want to get my what do I know? My bacon lettuce tomato sandwich, my BLT with my salt and vinegar squares and my Fanta, right? That's my meal deal, by the way. I want to get that without having to whip out a mortgage. And I think that's fair to say. Tesco's, you're going in here. Alright? Pretty terrible store. Because they're good. Okay, I might have been a bit harsh naming these. But Tesco's, they're fine. I used to have to go to Tesco's a lot. Like during college and stuff. That was the closest one. So it's like, it's fine. It's okay. But I don't really like it that much. Now we've got Waitrose. Now Waitrose is expensive. Alright, I don't care what anyone says. Waitrose, you're whipping out your mortgage and you're also whipping out like your parents' mortgage for the Waitrose. Way too expensive, and quite frankly, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Waitrose, man. We're gonna put Waitrose in absolute garbage of a shop because Waitrose is just incredibly overrated. All right, it's just filled with rich people, really. So, okay, I want to add one more shop in here, and that's Farm Foods. Now, guys, you might not know what a Farm Foods is outside of the UK. I'm not sure I'm not sure how many of these shops are actually outside of the UK. But Farm Foods is a godsend. They're great. They're awesome. All right, and I'll tell you why. Because they do everything. All right, and yes, okay, they do everything in bulk, which you can sort of argue that Iceland do the same thing. But the thing about Farm Foods is that it's cheap. You have to pay a lot for the food, and you get a lot of food for it. And also, you can spend £11 on like a 24-pack crate of Dr. Pepper, and just for that exact reason, and that's insane. We're putting that in Awesome Store. Yeah, the awesomest, bestest, epicest store, because it's awesome that you can just get whatever soda you want, whatever fizzy drink you want for only £11, and you'll get like 24 of them. Amazing. Sure, some of the other shops might do it, but none of the shops do it the same way that Farms Food does it. Now, this is my tier list of every shop. I think we've got everything where I personally believe it should be. Obviously, no hate to the real shops out there. Please don't sue me because I don't like Tesco's. You know what I mean. But if you guys agree or disagree, argue amongst it in the comments. I hope you liked this tier list. Pretty good. Something I just rushed together real fast. But I stand strongly with my views on this. I think I did very good, and I think this is what it should be when it comes to British shops. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in a bit. Goodbye.